like techno tourism here in Berlin. So many people come from so many places. A friend of mine, I went to his, when I first got here, I first arrived from Chicago, and I went to my friend's house, and he had, 3 French guys staying at his house because they came all the way over just to, go to some clubs and hear some music. And it's, I hear thousands of people every month or every year come to Berlin just to hear the music. So Berlin Music Days is a really good, it's a good promotion. It just seems to me that, like, the normal people in Berlin are kind of open-minded to the music. In Detroit, when you get outside of the people who make the music, people aren't really open-minded about it. People kind of like hip-hop and R&B, and that's what they like. And then you say, okay, well, listen to this electronic music, and they're like, okay, what is this stuff? I don't like this stuff, So I think that's kind of the main difference between Detroit and Berlin, is that Berlin is more cosmopolitan, I think, than Detroit. The first record label I ever did, Derek May is a friend of mine. I've known Derek May since we were like very young. And Derek used to hang out at my school when I was in college. And I ran into him, and I used to, in between classes, I used to draw. And he saw me drawing, and he said, hey man, why don't you do some artwork for I got this new label starting up, why don't you do some new artwork for me? And I did it. And it turns out that the label was Transmat, and the record was Nude Photo, and I ended up doing the artwork for it. And I guess the rest is history. The internet, the negative aspect of the internet is the rise. It's like most old cats, it's like the rise of MP3 and the death of vinyl, or the slow death of vinyl. Vinyl keeps people employed. Vinyl kept people with jobs, like record store people, distributors. It was just all kinds of people behind the scenes who were connected with the vinyl scene. You know what I mean? And when you bought the wax, it's not like you were just buying the wax, you were keeping people employed. The positive aspects is that as a known DJ, I mean, you now can promote yourself just almost, in an unlimited way, back in the day, you used to have to get a publicist and spend a lot of money, and but now you got Facebook, you got SoundCloud, you got MySpace, music piracy is an issue. But in my level of the business, it's not really an issue. You know what I mean? It's music piracy becomes an issue when you're a pop star. When you really sell records, and this is the difference between you going gold and platinum, is people stealing these downloading this stuff illegally, and so that's an issue for you. And you've got a lawyer, you've got an agent, you've got all these people to pay, and somebody's stealing your tracks. Okay, but if you're a DJ, a techno artist, you make some tracks, it's like, so what? On my level, I don't. It's not really a problem, honestly. Yeah. Man, I just love the music, man. I personally, as a DJ, I play what moves me, and hopefully the crowd will move too. That's why it's hard for me. A lot of people these days, they really surf trends, man. They're like trend surfers. Minimal's big. Okay, I'll play minimal. Now it's kind of minimal tech house, and I'll play that. And, they really surf the wave. And, God bless them. It's all good. But for me, if I'm not feeling it in my soul, it's like you can't really play it, but if you're playing stuff that you like, and and it hurts sometimes too, because other people get booked and stuff like that, and you're like, fuck, man, Or what would I choose if I had to live forever in it? Being a DJ, and working at clubs, you would think I would say nighttime forever, but no, I'd have to live in the day forever, because I love the sunshine. I love it. In fact, I'd like to live in the sun where it's nice and warm forever, like Hawaii or Ibiza or somewhere like that. Because I like the sunshine, I like life, and that's why, I'm not a vampire, so, that's where I want to be, man.